Most stay-at-home mothers obsess over monetizing hours. They miss the entire point. Wealthy families don't scale time, they scale rights. You can work 60 hours a week building content, or you can own 3% of someone else's output forever. One path trades your body, the other trades your position. This isn't about courses, it's about structural income. The kind that doesn't ask if you showed up today. Rich households build asset layers, poor households build task lists. The difference isn't effort, it's architecture. Here's what most creators miss. Passive income isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing something once that pays indefinitely. The internet made this possible, household scale. You don't need venture capital. You don't need a storefront. You need a single digital asset that generates recurring access fees. Think about how Netflix works. You pay monthly. Not for new content every day, for access to a library that already exists. Now apply that to your domestic position. You're not selling hours, you're selling keys. Most maternal income models are built backwards. They assume your value is in execution. It's not. Your value is in curation, position, or structure. A rich person doesn't write every email. They own the list. They don't film every video. They own the channel. This is the inversion most mothers never see. The person doing the work often earns less than the person who owns the system. You can build the system right now, from a kitchen table. With no employees, start with this question. What do you know that solves a recurring problem for a defined group of people? Not motivation, not inspiration, tactical information that saves time, money, or cognitive load. Package it once, sell it repeatedly. That's the entire model. Some creators use a simple tool for this. Link in the description. Let's break the structure. First layer, recorded knowledge. Video lessons, written frameworks, audio walkthroughs. Anything that teaches without requiring your live presence. Second layer, membership access. People pay monthly to stay inside your information ecosystem. Not for new things every week, for ongoing access to what you've already built. Third layer, licensing. You create a template, system, or toolkit. Others pay to use it under their own brand. Fourth layer, affiliate infrastructure. You test, recommend, and position tools your audience already needs. The transaction happens whether you're awake or not. Fifth layer, digital products with resale rights. You build it once, others distribute it. You earn on every sale they make. None of these require you to be online. That's the point. Now here's where most maternal creators break the model. They assume passive income means zero maintenance. It doesn't. It means the income isn't directly tied to your hours. But the system still needs curation, updates, optimization. You're not buying freedom from work. You're buying freedom from hourly dependence. The wealthy understand this. They don't avoid labor. They avoid low-leverage labor. Building a membership library takes 40 hours. Maintaining it takes 4 hours a month. That's leverage. Posting carousel graphics every day for a year. That's not leverage. That's just documented exhaustion. Most stay-at-home mothers are told to build audiences first. That's backwards. Audiences are the result of solving problems repeatably, not the prerequisite. You don't need 10,000 followers to sell a $47 digital product. You need 12 people with the exact problem your product solves. Scale comes later. Structural income comes first. Here's the economic recalibration. Passive income isn't a revenue model. It's an ownership model. You're not trying to make money while you sleep. You're trying to own an asset that generates transactions while you sleep. The difference is everything. Let's make this concrete. Example 1. A mother creates a 6-module course on meal planning for neurodivergent children. She films it once, hosts it on a platform, charges $67. She markets it twice a month through organic content and a simple email sequence. She earns $800 to $2,000 a month. Forever. No new filming. No live calls. That's not theoretical. That's structural. Example 2. A former teacher builds a database of printable learning activities. Parents pay $9 a month for access. She adds 3 new printables a month. The library grows. The income compounds. After 18 months, she has 340 paying members. That's $3,060 a month. From a Google Drive folder and a Gumroad link. Example 3. A home organizer creates a Notion template for managing household systems. She sells it for $29. She promotes it through Pinterest and YouTube Shorts. No ads, no funnel. She sells 70 copies a month. Occasionally updates the template. That's $1,160 to $2,030 monthly. All of these are real. None of them require teams. But here's what they do require. Clarity about what you're selling. Precision in how you position it. Consistency in how you distribute it. This is not a side hustle. It's infrastructure. Most mothers treat digital income like a hobby. Rich families treat it like real estate. You wouldn't buy a rental property and forget to collect rent. Don't build a digital asset and forget to enforce its value. Now let's talk about the part no one mentions. Passive income requires active protection. You need terms of use. You need refund policies. You need delivery systems that don't break. You need to know when someone pirates your work. And you need to care enough to act. Wealthy people don't ignore theft just because the product is digital. Neither should you. Some people solve this with a dedicated setup. The reference is in the description. Here's the next layer. Passive income scales through systems, not effort. If you're manually onboarding every customer, you're doing it wrong. If you're answering the same question 40 times, you're doing it wrong. Automate the intake. Automate the delivery. Automate the follow-up. Your job isn't to be present. It's to design presence. Let's address the guilt. Many mothers feel uncomfortable earning money. They didn't physically work for that day. That guilt is economic illiteracy. It's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to unlearn it. Rich people don't feel guilty about stock dividends. They don't apologize for rental income. You shouldn't apologize for owning a course that sells while you're at the park with your kids. You built it. You marketed it. You maintain it. That's labor. The fact that it pays you repeatedly doesn't make it unearned. It makes it well-structured. This is the mindset shift that separates sustained income from burnout income. Burnout income requires your constant presence. Sustained income requires your strategic absence. You can't be everywhere. But your assets can. Now here's where the model gets interesting. Passive income stacks. One digital product generates $400 a month. A second generates $600. A third generates $300. Individually, they're small. Together, they're $1,300 a month. Add affiliate partnerships. That's another $400. Add a low-maintenance membership. That's $900. Now you're at $2,600 a month. Not from one giant launch, from 6 small, functional assets. This is how wealthy households think. They don't chase one big win. They build a portfolio of small, recurring wins. Each asset is boring. The portfolio is powerful. Most creators try to build the giant thing, the signature offer. The flagship program. Rich families build 11 small things. Then they optimize the 3 that work. It's not sexy. It's effective. Let's talk about longevity. A passive income asset isn't passive forever. Markets shift. Platforms change. Problems evolve. Your job is to monitor, not to rebuild from scratch every year. Update the outdated sections. Retire what no longer serves. Expand what people ask for. This is asset management, not content creation. Here's the part that breaks most people. Passive income requires patience. You will not earn $5,000 in month 1. You might earn $140, month 6. You might earn $980, month 12, $2,400. That curve doesn't feel like progress. It feels like failure. But compounding always looks like nothing until it looks like everything. Rich families understand lag time. They plant seeds knowing the harvest is 18 months away. Most maternal creators quit at month 3 because the income doesn't match the effort yet. That's the trap. You're not building a job, you're building a system. Systems take time to stabilize, then they run. Here's your final economic recalibration. Passive income isn't about replacing your partner's salary in 90 days. It's about building a financial layer that doesn't disappear if you get sick, or pregnant, or need to move. It's about owning something that generates value, whether you're awake or not. That's not laziness. That's economic sovereignty. You're not trying to work less, you're trying to own more. Most stay-at-home mothers are one medical emergency away from financial chaos. Not because they're not working, because they're not owning. Passive income changes that. Not overnight. But structurally, you don't need a big audience. You don't need a brand deal. You need one well-built digital asset. And the belief that your knowledge has commercial value. It does. Stop trading time. Start trading access. Build once. Sell repeatedly. Optimize continually. That's the model. That's the structure. That's the path. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or professional advice. Individual results may vary. All recommendations should be independently verified and tailored to your personal situation. Some links may include affiliate partnerships that support this channel at no additional cost to you.